Hello there! Vampire Survivors has captured the hearts of gamers and spawned a legion of imitators. In this video I'll tell you about one such early access clone. I'm DarthGrizzly and this is Nerd Cave. Yet Another Zombie Survivors is a roguelike shooter created by Awesome Games Studios, where players must fend off hordes of zombies of various kinds. Since the game is still in early access, new content is constantly being added, and with each patch we get something new to spice up our gameplay. I must admit that I haven't played Vampire Survivors myself, mainly because I didn't like the graphics and I was waiting for something more to my liking. Yet Another Zombie Survivors immediately grabbed my attention, partially because I love zombie games, but also because the graphics suits my taste better. Shortly after buying it, I found myself spending a good chunk of hours during my first session playing until 4 in the morning. Currently the game offers 6 classes, 2 maps and 3 game modes. Initially you can play as the tank, armed with a shotgun, the SWAT, equipped with a rifle, or the scientist, armed with a taser. The other 3 classes need to be unlocked by defeating the appropriate number of bosses, collecting a certain amount of life orbs, or fulfilling other requirements. The unlockable classes include the Huntress with a bow, Medic armed with a pistol and a passive life regeneration, and the Ghost, the only melee fighter for now, wielding a katana. Each of the 6 currently available heroes start with 3 skills that you can unlock during gameplay by gaining experience or rescuing civilians. You can also upgrade your weapon into more powerful variants. As you play a particular hero, you accumulate a kill counter for slaying zombies. When you reach a certain number, you unlock new upgrades for your weapons, which are 3rd tier enhancement. During the game you can choose between 2 final upgrades after reaching the first milestone. The second milestone unlocks 2 additional skills that you can use during the game. Though I say use, it's more accurate to say the skills activate automatically once the cooldown are over and your heroes attack on their own. So your main task is to navigate through enemies and avoid getting devoured. It may sound dull, but it's far from it. I mentioned civilians earlier. The hero you choose at the beginning of the game is not your only character. They are the leader of the squad. Periodically civilians appear on the map, and when you rescue them, you can decide whether they join your team as one of the other classes or provide you with an extra level. Your team can consist with 3 heroes, and any zombie they kill ultimately counts toward the leader stats, so you don't have to worry about prolonging your perk unlocks. Thanks to playing with 3 heroes, you have a lot of possibilities for team building and experimenting, making each run unique. Of course, you can choose to play only as your leader and try to survive. There's even an achievement for that. Besides the green marked civilians, there are also yellow marked supply drops on the map from time to time. Collecting them grants various stats boosts or power-ups, depending what we get from shuffle. From increased movement speed to health regeneration or damage dealt. You may also come across the option to take additional rerolls to change the randomly assigned boosts or skills after leveling up, in hopes of getting a more suitable set. In a supply drop you might find something worthless like a potato, or a book called Vampire Survivor, which is a reference to the original game, and in my opinion it's one of the most useful boosts. Every few minutes the zombie horde evolves, increasing the difficulty level, bosses start to appear, and the regular zombies become more resilient. Over time, they become more numerous, making it increasingly challenging to maneuver safely among them without taking damage while striving to gain experience. Speaking of health, one significant advantage is that the health orbs are always displayed on the screen, so if you urgently need to heal, you immediately know where to go. The same applies to magnets that allows you to attract all the experience orbs lying on the map. However, unlike the health, magnets have a limited lifespan. In addition to experience, health and magnets, enemies also drop short life boosts that increase your movement speed, attack speed or endurance. They also drop money which, when collected, grants skill points you can use to purchase permanent bonuses between playthroughs in the game menu. We have 25 different boosts to unlock, 5 in each row. Lower row upgrades are more expensive and have fewer levels to unlock, but they play a significant role in your zombie extermination efforts. The game offers 3 game modes. First is default mode, survival, where you must fend off zombies for 20 minutes until dawn arrives and you get evacuated. Completing the entire map for the first time will take several attempts because your team is quite weak at the start and it's really tough to survive for 20 minutes, especially in the late stages. The second game mode is a typical endless mode where you can keep fighting zombies for as long you want or until they consume you. In this mode, the challenge is significantly greater than it is in default mode, as the horde evolves faster and becomes much stronger. The third mode is hardcore, which is like the default mode but on steroids. In this case, surviving for 10 minutes is a real challenge. And yeah, you have to survive only 10 minutes, so... For now, the game offers 2 maps. The first one takes you through the city streets without any special features or obstacles. The second map is a desert where a giant worm occasionally emerges from the ground to try to devour you. Both maps share some bosses and enemies, but the desert map introduces its own foes not found in the city. Based on what we can see in the game, there will be at least 3 more classes and 3 more maps, at least assuming that's the current plan. Additional perks for existing classes are also expected. When I started playing, there was only 1 map, and the changes introduced in the second map breathed fresh life into gameplay, making me want to exterminate the undead again. I rarely dive into early access games, but I highly recommend Yet Another Zombie Survivors, even in its current state, as the gameplay is meaty. Remember to leave comments, likes, and click a subscription button. Thank you for watching, bye!